Alright, so for the past few weeks, I've been craving barbecue and I've been craving Asian food. Not specifically Chinese, I've been wanting some Korean barbecue, chow mein, all sorts of Asian food. But today, we're gonna do something that'll hopefully quell? After today, I shouldn't be craving any of that stuff. So, yeah. Also, stay tuned to the end of the video because I'm gonna be announcing something kind of fun, pretty special. So, yeah, let's get into this. Let's get into this pork stuff. Woo! Alright, so something really important to know about this recipe is that it is extremely versatile. If you are using this for a small group of people, you can do pork ribs. For like a bigger group of people, say you're cooking for a family, or like maybe you're bringing this to a party or something, you can also use pork shoulder. Other than that though, same thing. I'm gonna be doing it with the short rib today, but if you want to follow along with the short rib, just skip to the part where it is in the pan. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so first things first, you're gonna cut the string on your pork shoulder. Not sure why the store does this so inconsistently, but anyways, you're gonna cut your pork shoulder into 3 even pieces. You wanna make sure they're at least somewhere near the same size. And then we're gonna season them with salt and pepper. Now you can be pretty generous with this. I mean, you don't wanna be too generous, but you know, just season them. Alright, so we got our salt and our pepper on our pork. We're gonna let that sit, come to room temperature. That salt's gonna bring all that moisture out. Before we put it in our pan, we're going to dab it dry. This way you get a nice crust, we get a nice sear on it. And then, yeah, after that, we're just gonna get it in our pan, get a nice sear, put our sauce on, and then put it in the oven. And that's it. Alright, while our meat rests and comes to room temperature, we're gonna make our sauce. Now start with a half a cup of brown sugar, add a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon of mustard, and 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. Now, once you've got that, you're going to add a tablespoon of tomato paste and give that a little quick mix. You don't want to mix it, too much because we're going to add more stuff to it. So yeah, why did I do that with the tomato paste? Anyways, add 1 tablespoon of honey, 1 tablespoon of red curry paste, 1 teaspoon of Chinese 5 spice, 1 teaspoon of gochujang paste, 1 tablespoon of ginger, 2 half tablespoons of smoked paprika. Yes, I'm making that joke again. 1 tablespoon of ponzu sauce, 1 tablespoon of hoisin sauce, 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, 1 teaspoon of liquid smoke, 1 tablespoon of sake. I don't know if this does anything, but I just wanted to add it to be fancy. Give that a good mix, and there you go. You just basically made an Asian barbecue sauce. Now, your meat should be relatively ready, so you're gonna pat it dry really well and set it into a ripping hot oven-safe pan. All right, you wanna get a good crust on all sides before you put it into the oven. Once you have gotten a nice crust on the outside of your meat like that, you're going to deglaze your pan with a half a tablespoon of butter. Once you do that, just scrape that fond off the bottom of that pot because that stuff is good. That's what we call flavor. Add about a half a cup of sliced onions. Stir that around. Once those get a little nice and soft, you're gonna add a splash of sake. Get some nice flambe action going in about 5, 4. Oh gosh. Anyways, give that a nice toss, and then we're going to add our meat back in and pour our Asian barbecue sauce over our meat. And then we're gonna set into an oven set to 385 for 30 minutes. Once that 30 minutes is up, you're gonna flip over your meat and set it back into the oven for another 30 minutes. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Once you got that going, you're done. Your meat should be nice and glazed, caramelized. It's gonna be bootyful. All right, so remove your meat from your pan, and then we're gonna reduce this down because it's gonna be nice and thick. All right, so Yeah, just put over medium heat and constantly stir. You don't want the sugars in the sauce to burn to the bottom of the pan. Once it gets nice and thick like this, you donezo, buddy. Alright, so our meat's done, our sauce has been reduced. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a nice coat of that sauce on our meat. We're gonna put our meat back in the pan, just let it coat, and then that's it. We are done. We're donezo. Okay, so we're ready for another taste. Forgot to grab a fork. Now we're ready for another taste test. And honestly, it's still tender. Like, yo, I've literally plated this, taken pictures, and it's, oh my gosh. You ever like eat something and then get sad when you swallow it? Yeah, that's me right now. This is good. This is really good. Like that pork is like, it's like butter. I don't even know how. Guys, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you. Really do appreciate it. Make this at home, you know, make this, get a pork shoulder, cut it into pieces, make this, have food for like 2, maybe even 3 days, depending on how many people you live with or how big of a pork shoulder you made. Just don't overdo it, because that'd just be sad. And yeah, man, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in Discord or over on my Instagram. Yeah, you thought I was gonna say in the next video. Haha.
Psych!